Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. Finally got all the power back, got the Wi-Fi back on, so I can start doing normal videos again. I'm going to start this one off by saying thanks to Mr. Dean D. He has been kind enough to send me now 8 different donations. So right now I just got 4 more in. I'll read these off to you. So he sent a sample of Johnny Walker Green Label 15-year, a sample of Clynelish 14-year. These are all Scotch. A sample of Bryn 10-year, and last but not least, Benriach 10-year Curiositas. So I got 4 new scotches to review, but today we're going to review Smooth Ambler Contradiction. So the one he sent me was actually from batch number 87, and funny story, just on a recent recording of the podcast, and I've never had Smooth Ambler Contradiction before, but on a recent podcast, we were surprised by our producer picking up a bottle of Smooth Ambler Contradiction. Now, the batch that she got was batch number 62. So, we're going to have a head-to-head comparison between 2 different batches and see if there's any difference. So, good little experiment here. I think it's just lucky that it all turned out this way. This one's bottled at 100 proof. Yeah, 50% alcohol by volume. And here locally, it runs you about $45 to $50, depending on where you're at. Now, I did get to taste the batch 62, but I haven't had batch 87 yet. So we're going to start with batch 62, which is this one. They have 2 different noses. They're just very, very faint differences. Now, the first time I had this one, which was just last weekend, batch 62, I thought it was a high rye or a actual rye whiskey. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, it's definitely rye heavy. It's a blend, mind you. If you've never had Smooth Ambler Contradiction, it is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. So. So, with all the spice, oh, you're wet. The spice notes that I get, I thought it was a rye, and it could very well have high rye bourbons blended together. But I get a lot of those spicy notes like you get from certain rye whiskeys. What? Where are you going, huh? Yeah, they're 2 completely different whiskeys. I mean, I don't know if they source them from the same places each time. So it says, this one, number 62, and Dean, please comment, on the back of the bottle, it says, expertly blended from bourbons distilled in both West Virginia and Indiana. So, Contradiction is a blend of straight bourbons. I'm reading off the back here. Contradiction is a blend of straight bourbons. The components are a wheated bourbon distilled and aged in West. You know what? I got the wheated bourbon on that one. I almost said Buffalo Trace because it had that familiar feel to it. Wheated bourbon distilled and aged in West Virginia and merchant bottled bourbon that we carefully source. We are very proud of our knack for bringing you great spirits we hand make. You don't hand make them, you blend them. And excellent spirits we hand select. Unless they distill with, I don't know, whatever. And Contradiction is the opportunity to enjoy in a single sip the convergence of those two very different efforts. So these two batches, even though they're the same people, they both have their own subtle nuances. Like this one, it's got this like a candied presence. What are you sniffing? Yeah, it's definitely sweet and spicy. Now this one, it has a nutty note on the back end. They're both really good. I think they're both solid bourbons, but you're definitely going to get something different from batch to batch. On this one definitely smells more like a wheated bourbon. And this one has it has a very nutty feel to it. It has I can't think of it off the top of my head, but they're two different bourbons. As close as they are in similarities, they definitely have their differences. This one's like sweet and spicy. With like this, what's that word I'm looking for? I can't figure it out. I'm missing something up here. I can't think of the flavor or the taste that I'm getting. I don't know. Maybe cinnamon. I can't pick it apart. What are you doing? This one's definitely heavy on the cinnamon and vanilla. But there's like this. Yeah, there's some toffee in there too. They're both really tasty. I mean, I think I would have to give it. I think I'll have to go like for batch number 87. I think, man, I don't even know which one I like better. Hold on. I think I like batch 87 better. This one. I think I'll have to go like an 8.3 on this one. This one's still a solid 8, batch 62. I mean, they're both tasty. Yeah, definitely not dissatisfied by drinking it. So, yeah, good stuff. I mean, it's price-wise, I'm not a fan of it. I don't know if I'll ever purchase a bottle myself after tasting this. I mean, I can go get me a bottle of Rare Breed. Right now, it's 116 proof for about $8 to $10 less. So, well, about $5 less. So, yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, it's definitely tasty, but I probably won't purchase a bottle of it. I'm glad somebody decided to give me some. But I got a Smooth Ambler Old Scout somewhere in here, so I might do a review on it. Follow this one up with that Old Scout review, see how they taste, how they differ. So that's all I got on this one. It's good. Check it out. If you've had it before, comment below. Tell me what you think. If you think I'm off, let me know. I don't care. Don't forget to check out the Tattered Beans. I want to thank Mr. JS for ordering some, I think you said Delta Dark and, what was the other one? I can't remember. Special Ops, maybe? Anyway, thanks, JS, for ordering some coffee. I appreciate it. And like always, don't forget to check out the Bearded Idiots. And, yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. I'm running out of words. Like always, folks, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family. Have a nice day. Take care.